This is Unk. Each time we complete the Tranquil questline, we get a ton of goodies from him. So today, I'm going to be showing you 5 of the most overpowered methods I've discovered, which give you an infinite amount of rewards in return. Seriously, you can get thousands of eggs and seeds. And speaking of thousands, the July Robux giveaway has now reached 220,000 Robux. This is so insane. So to win all of this and more for you and your friends, subscribe and comment your Roblox username. Now, let's get into the first method. And we're in. And let's get straight into it. So trick number 1 is going to be with my giant golden T-Rex and my giant rainbow mimic octopus. Now, for those of you that were on stream, you've probably already seen me do this. It's how I completed the Zen quest line within literally 20 minutes. So one thing you guys are going to want to do is make sure that you definitely have enough plants in your garden to be able to do this. Now, as you can see, I've got quite a few rare plants already down. So for me, this is already perfect. Let's start by picking up everything. And in fact, to make it quicker and make sure I get everything, let's use a harvesting tool, which I've just realized I don't have. Okay, let's start by buying a harvesting tool. That would help. Now we can just collect everything that we have already in my trees. All right, let's quickly trade these away. And as you can see, we have to wait 1 minute until the next Zen event. So if I show you, currently I'm on stage 7, which is the maximum stage already. And that means that I get maximum amount of rewards. So if we quickly hand in tranquil plants, just to show you guys, these are the rewards that you are able to get. Okay, so now I have to wait a minute and then we can start on trick number 1 to show you how you can go from 0 to maximum amount of tranquil points really fast. Also, the purpose of getting these tranquil points, just to re-explain it, I keep calling them tranquil points. It's basically you want to get these chi points right here. This is what's going to allow you to be able to buy everything in stock, like the seed packs, the Zen eggs, and all the other goodies right here. Also, this thing is really good, the tranquil radar. I'm going to make sure to buy one of these. It's basically like the honey radar, so we'll just go around your garden and pick up everything that's tranquil. Okay, let's wait 30 seconds and then we can get to trick number 1. Oh, and quickly before we do that, I'm gonna make sure that we have a fully grown garden. So let me quickly press grow all, and I'm gonna spend more Robux. Fantastic! It wouldn't be a Bacha video if I didn't have to buy Robux. Okay, looks like there's a slight issue. I've spent that much Robux on my account recently. It's not letting me buy any more Robux. So I'm actually gonna pull out my Triceratops army instead, and these should be able to grow everything for me really quickly. All right, there we go. The fruits in my garden have now grown, and I think some of them should already be tranquil. Yeah, I can see that was tranquil right there. Oh, we're getting freezing. Okay, so the ones here that appear with Chinese writing, those are the ones that have become tranquil, as I'm sure you guys already know. So getting into method number 1, for this you're gonna need, okay, this is gonna get pretty tricky, but bear with me, we're gonna go through multiple methods. Method number 1 involves a giant golden T-Rex. Don't click off yet. Some of the methods are a lot easier than this one. I just wanted to show you one of the most epic ones that I've come up with. So for this one, we place down the giant golden T-Rex. This is what I did on stream literally on day 1, and I complete the whole quest line within 20 minutes. Then next up, I'm gonna be using Fernando. If you guys didn't see my video on Fernando, every 15 seconds he mimics and copies an ability from another pet and performs its ability. And then because I've got Etsy over here, the giant golden T-Rex, it's supposed to be every 4 minutes devours a random mutation from your garden, then roll spreading that mutation to 17 other random fruits in your garden. Yeah, because it's so big and it's golden, it spreads it to 17 different fruits, which means the mimic octopus every 15 seconds will be spreading tranquil to loads and loads of different fruits in my garden. And that's basically method number 1. As you're about to see, we're gonna get tranquil on every single plant super duper quickly. Now keep in mind, you don't have to use an octopus like I am. You can just use as many T-Rexes as you have. Even if you only have 1 T-Rex and multiple octopus, that also works. It's gonna take a little bit longer, but it's still a really good method of basically spreading tranquil all around your garden. The one thing you've got to make sure, and that's why I picked up all the plants at the start of this, is you want to make sure that there aren't any other mutations in your garden apart from tranquil, because if there's other mutations, there's a chance that the T-Rex spreads the other mutations and not tranquil. All right, I'm gonna let Etsy and Fernando do their thing. As you can see, all of the fruits are already becoming tranquil super quickly. So I'll see you guys in a couple of minutes once all of them are tranquil. And there we go, just like that, they're already done. Now I actually AFK'd longer than I needed to. I AFK'd for about 5 minutes or so, and within 5 minutes they're already done. They were actually done within about 2 minutes, and now it's just applying chilled instead of tranquil. Brilliant. All right, so the reason that I've got such rare plants is one thing you guys need to know. Also, the rarer the plant, the more tranquil points you're actually going to get back in return. So if I had to recommend one thing to you guys, it's start working on getting better plants like the sugar apple. Don't go for things like ember lily or burning bud, because obviously, yes, they're a good plant for money, but you can't harvest a lot of them. So ideally, you want to end up with a giant pinecone seed, sugar apple, beanstalk, cacao, pepper. All of those are good. And on top of that, especially bone blossom. If you guys have a bone blossom, you are going to be chilling. Bone blossom can give you up to 10 points if it's like a golden bone blossom, I believe. Anyway, let's now harvest everything just to show you how much I'm going to be able to make from these plants that I currently have in my garden. Now, keep in mind, I could have way more plants, and that would give me back even more points. But let's see how many points I'm going to be able to make just with these that I currently have. Okay, I think that's now everything harvested. Dude, I literally have like 10 plants. So let's see how much we're going to make from 10 plants in my garden. So you can see, I need to make 325 tranquil points. And if we open up my tranquil list, I do have quite a lot of these already. Now, just to show you a bone blossom will make you 8 points. If it's a golden bone blossom, it can be 10 points. If it's a rainbow, I think it could be even more than that. But rather than looking at individual plants, let's just take a look at overall how much am I going to get. Take on my tranquil, and yeah, okay, there we go. See, I completed it just like that. And if I didn't collect every single tranquil, which I did because I'm an idiot, I should have kept one plant that still had tranquil mutations on it. That way, I'll be able to farm this strategy constantly. And if I just show you quickly, oh, dude, we still have so many tranquil plants. What? Okay, well, one of the rewards that you do get is you do get the egg. So right now, you can see I have 14 Zen eggs, and I also have 5 Zen seed packs. So if we come up to Unk Monk again, take all my tranquil points again, yep, we're gonna get another seed pack. We're gonna get another egg reward. Oh wait, we've got 3 eggs. So this is an insane way to just constantly farm eggs. It's the best and only way that you can get a Kitsune as a free-to-play player. You basically just have to make sure that you get to stage 7 and constantly, and when I say constantly, guys, I mean constantly farm these tranquil points. I want you online 24/7 until you guys get Kitsune like I have, because these things are amazing. And if I quickly do a tranquil point check, I still have quite a few of these, so let's do it one more time. Okay, that time I only made half. So basically, I was able to complete this questline 2.5 times from just 10 different plants in my garden. And like I said, I can complete this so fast, dude. Within 5 minutes, I get tranquil on everything. Now, you guys won't be able to do it that quickly unless you have an OP pet army, the ultimate duo combo, which is a giant T-Rex and a giant rainbow octopus. But listen, you might not be able to do it just as quick, but you'll still be able to do it insanely fast. So that's method number 1, clearly probably the most broken method that we're going to be going through. But let's move on to the next one that's a little bit easier to do. Next up, we've got the Shiba Inu strat. So if you guys didn't know, if I come back over here towards the Zen eggs, the Shiba Inu is the least rare thing that you can get from the Zen egg. Now, at first glance, it seems like a poopy pet, but trust me, it is not. And in order to prove that to you, I first have to unbox a bunch of them. So let's start by placing down some Zen eggs, because I don't think I have any Shiba Inus. Yep, I sold them all. Okay. All right, let's get these Zen eggs down so that I can get myself some Shiba Inus. Oh, wait, I've just remembered I don't have any Robux and I cannot buy any Robux. Okay. All right, different strategy. I'm going to have to call upon my friend Noodle, because he's the one that actually discovered that Shiba Inus are completely broken. If you guys have seen this video by Noodle, he spent 24 hours with a Shiba Inu army, and this is what his garden looked like towards the end of it. If we pause it for a second, he had beanstalks, coconut trees, he ended up getting ember lily. Basically, he got every single prismatic seed apart from the burning bud, all within just 24 hours of using a Shiba Inu. So I'm saying this to you guys because some of you might have complained saying, okay, Bacha, but I don't have all these sugar apple trees. I also don't have bone blossom. I don't have mangoes. I don't have any of it. Well, what you want to do is make sure you get a ton of Shiba Inus, place them down. Unfortunately, I'm not able to show you right now, but they dig up insane seeds, guys. Just ask Noodle about it. It's honestly crazy how many rare seeds he got overnight. So that's a really easy way to get yourself the rarest seeds in the game. And then that way, of course, whenever there's a Zen event, when your plants turn tranquil, you're going to be able to make way more tranquil points, because the rarer the plant, the more points you make. And that way you can complete the Zen questline much faster. Sorry I had to talk you through that one instead of showing you guys, but let's move on to method number 3. And this one once again gets ridiculous, but it's really fun to do. Method number 3 involves these bad boys. This is the Dilophosaurus. It's a dinosaur that you were able to get from the dinosaur egg. And if I quickly show you, by the way, this one is shocked and it's also called Fernando. It's mine. Back up, guys. Back up, okay? Actually, you know what? Wait, I have 3 of these that I could give away, as well as the July Roblox giveaway, which you guys should enter into. If you're not yet, make sure you subscribe to comment your Roblox username. It's over 200,000 Robux. I'm also going to be giving away 2 of these, the Dilophosaurus Dilophosaurus. So once again, if you want this, just comment down below, I want Dilophosaurus, and I'll give it to a couple of people. Now, anyway, the reason these are so good, if I view them, every 11 minutes, or basically 12 minutes, opens its frills and spits out venom. The venom spreads to 6 other random pets, advancing cooldown by 48 seconds or granting 1200 XP. So yes, these pets are insane for leveling up your other pets, but they also reset the timer on the other pets. So when I told you guys I wasn't able to regrow my garden super quickly, well, let me show you one trick that you can use with the Dilophosaurus to grow your garden insanely fast. So, of course, you're gonna need a Dilophosaurus. Now, me being BachaBlox, I kind of took this a little bit too far. I ended up getting myself one of these. That's right, somebody in my Discord gave me a giant Dilophosaurus, so I went and got rainbow in it. You can see right here in the middle, it's got little rainbow sparkles. If I place it down, it looks much, much cooler. And there it is, the giant rainbow Dilophosaurus. So if we view the stats on this one, it basically does the exact same thing. It just does it much quicker and much better. So it's now every 1 minute it opens its frills. It helps the cooldown by 89 seconds, so it's double. And it gives out 4600 XP, which is just absolutely insane. And if you guys thought I was done yet, well, I'm not. I've got a golden one as well. So let's place the golden one down. And now I know what you're thinking, Bacha, you taking this too far. Nobody has a giant rainbow and a giant gold Dilophosaurus. Well, I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to take it even further. Another rainbow Dilophosaurus. Let's get it down. Let's get it down. Here we go. Yep, we now have 3 of them. And I couldn't help myself. I have made a 4th one. All right, this is getting out of hand. I know. Trust me. But I just want to show you guys how OP it can be. Now, just like the first strat, you're not going to be able to do it as well as I can because I just have crazy pets. But the strat still works. So what you'll see going on right now, they're giving each other XP, which is why they're all age 100 super quickly. But even better yet, they're all advancing each other's cooldowns, which means they can just forever keep doing their ability. Even this little dude at the back here is just going to constantly start doing his ability, even though he does it much slower. So it should be every 12 minutes. But if I show you guys Fernando's timer, it should be getting reset pretty constantly. So now it's ready. Now it's back up to 12 minutes. And it's going straight back down. Wow, it's already halved. And it's now back down to 1 minute. And there it goes. So that's why the Dilophosaurus is so good. It basically resets the timer on all your pets. But I'm going to pick up the little one. And now let me show you something more epic. So once you have your really good seeds, you'll want to combine 2 dinosaur pets if you have them. If you don't have them, you can try trade for them. Now, like I said, you might not be able to get as good ones as I have, but it still works even if you don't have these epic ones. Next up, you're going to need Triceratops, okay? If you have a little Triceratops army like I do, we can place all these down. I even have a little tiny one. Now, what's going to happen? Normally, a Triceratops every 4 minutes, you can see here 3 minutes, 30 seconds left. It will run into a tree, helping to advance its growth. So the reason this strat is so good, all that you need is 1 bone blossom. That way, when a Zen event happens, it will continuously grow the bone blossom. Don't believe me? Well, let me show you. Okay, let's get a reclaimer tool. I'm going to pick up every other plant in my garden. Excuse me, giant rainbow Dilophosaurus army. Thank you. Okay, I've got a bit of a problem. I didn't think this through. I have to wait 25 minutes for a reclaimer. Okay, I've not managed to pick up everything in my garden, but the only things left are my bone blossoms and moon mango and, of course, my maple apple tree. And honestly, that will do. So let me show you how this works. If I just shovel these small bone blossoms. Okay, these are grown. All right, there we go. So now they should have advanced growth of the bone blossoms once again. I basically need to wait for one of them. Oh, the tiny one is running into this tree. Okay, there we go. And now, yep, straight away, we have bone blossoms back. So we can now pick these up. Now, obviously, there isn't a tranquil event going on right now, but let's pretend there is, okay? All that you need is 1 bone blossom, a bunch of Triceratops, and just 1 or 2 Dilophosaurus will do. You don't have to have as many as I have. So let me clear this bone blossom tree once again, just to show you how quickly they do this. Again, yours will be a little bit slower than mine, but I'm just trying to show you that these things work. These are strats that you guys can implement into your everyday gameplay, but also to make sure you get loads of tranquil points. Okay, looks like my Dilophosaurus have actually broken for some reason. If you guys want to see something tilting whilst we're waiting for these, whilst I was trying to do the Ascended Kitsune Fox, I put in my Dilophosaurus once, okay? I put it in once, and look what I got. I'm not even joking, I got this, dude. I got the Ascended Dilophosaurus, but after 369 times of trying on the Kitsune Fox, I didn't get it once. I literally put this bad boy in once into the mutation machine and got Ascended back. I didn't record that part, but oh boy, was I tilted. Okay, here we go. They're going once again, so he's gonna hit the bone bone blossom tree. Hopefully at least one of them does. It looks like this one right here is going for it. No, it isn't. It's kind of hard to see with all the text on my screen, but we've just got to watch out for one of them. Oh, there we go. Okay, they both ran into it. So now that's once again given us bone blossoms, which we're able to harvest. If they got tranquil points, which they definitely would, because if the bone blossom is the only tree in your garden, it would keep getting tranquil points. And as you can see behind me, as I was talking, within 5 seconds, we've got even more bone blossoms back once again. So I can pick up all of these once again. And then what should happen is they should run into it again. So I can infinitely farm bone blossoms. And if they had tranquil on them, I would get 8 points per bone blossom. For some reason, they love the moon mango though. They keep going for the moon mango. Now you don't have to just do bone blossom. As you can see, they are going for just about everything in my garden. Bone blossom is just a great example because it gives you the most tranquil points. But you can see they're constantly going for everything. So I've just picked moon mangoes. I've just picked bone blossoms. I can pick them again. Basically, I can instantly farm and keep farming forever. It's a ridiculous strategy that puts text all over your screen, but it works. And now I'm gonna get rid of them because this just looks so silly, dude. So that's 3 strats already down. Now let's move on to a little bit of an easier one that once again all of you guys can do for yourself. So I'm not able to show you by cracking open a Zen egg. If you guys did have the Zen egg, there is a 4.6% chance that you hatch one of these, a Tanchozuru. And these are fantastic, especially if you have mutation spreading animals like a T-Rex, because this is what you can do. Let me just give you a quick example. I have 2 of them myself. I've literally opened 20 Zen eggs and I have 2 of them. So they're not that hard to get. I know it says 4.6% chance, but you're basically guaranteed to get one after trying for a little bit. Now, if I check out their stats, now keep in mind, these are only age 3, so they have pretty bad stats. If I got them to age 100, they would be much better. But every 10 minutes, it meditates for 10 seconds. Nearby fruits in a 15 stud radius have a 5% chance every second to mutate into tranquil. This basically means that everything in your garden can become tranquil. If you have a very busy garden, which I currently don't, but I'm sure most of you guys have a lot of things in your garden that you can use for tranquil points, you're basically guaranteed to get tranquil somewhere within your garden. Now, once again, because I have the most OP pet in the game, Fernando, we're going to pull him back out just to show you how this also works with Fernando. I figured this out on my stream on Saturday, so if you guys were in my stream, you've already seen me do this. It's completely game breaking. Let's place down big boy Fernando right here. Now, what he's going to do is every 15 seconds, like always, he's going to copy the pet's ability. So you should see him create a giant circle, as I've discovered. Yes, that's right. He creates a giant circle, not even a normal one. Normally, it's a 15 stud radius, but because Fernando is so big, look at him, big juicy boy, he's managed to develop this. This is like a 60 stud radius. And somehow he still managed to miss every single tree in my garden. Now, keep in mind, I only have 4 trees, so it's bound to happen. But one thing that you can do, if you want to make sure that one of these Tanchozuris puts tranquil on your rarest plants, just make sure you have these, okay? Trowels are gonna be your lifesaver in this instance. A quick example of this, Fernando is going for it once again. So I can put the bone blossom right here. I can take this bone blossom. I can take this maple apple. And I can take my moon mango. And you can see that's now become tranquil. That over there at the back has become tranquil. Are we gonna get any more? Okay, he's going for it again. We can follow Fernando around. Of course, you guys are not gonna have Fernando, but like I said, you can do this with the Tanchozuru. So all of these strats do work really, really well. They might just be a little bit slower for you guys than they are for me. And that's mainly because I'm just abusing my giant octopus. In a good way, of course, in a good way. So I can keep moving plants to his direction, and they should all keep turning tranquil. Let's keep a lookout. Okay, that time he only turned one thing tranquil. Come on, Fernando. Here he goes again. Let's use the trowel. Now, trowels are super duper cheap to buy, so do not be worried about using your trowel. You're gonna make way more back if you just follow this strat as I'm doing it. And thinking about it, another strat that you can do, this is if you want to pair everything together. Once again, you could revisit the Dilophosaurus. So I'm just gonna put down all of my OP ones. I know you guys are not gonna have these like I keep saying, but any Dilophosaurus does help in this situation. The more pets that you can put down to pair with one another, the better this is gonna be. So let's place down all of them. Fernando's doing his thing again, so we can move the plants in his direction. And any second now, what should happen, I know it's very difficult to see, but the Tanchozuru should get their abilities reset. Okay, here's one of them. Let's follow this dude. He looks very chill. Okay, here comes the wall of text once again. And that's it. That's what it actually looks like. Thank you very much, Dilophosaurus. So what you can then do is move all the plants in this direction. And the more of these that you get, if you guys can hatch 8 of these, make sure that you keep in the Tanchozuru. Do not sell it off, because the more of them that you hatch, the more attempts you're going to be able to get at getting tranquil points, and then therefore you can get more Zen eggs, and the more of them you can hatch, and so on and so forth. It's basically a strat that works with one another. And if I zoom out, you can see there's one circle over there, one circle in the middle, and there was one circle over here. So if you place down 8 Tanchozuru, dude, it is going to cover your whole garden, and yeah, you're just going to be able to get all the tranquil points in the world. Let's get rid of these Dilophosaurus, because because it's covering my whole screen once again. That's much better. And look at them. They're just doing their thing. I can just grab what I want, put it within their circle, and they should... Okay, he actually ran out of time. But they should be able to turn everything tranquil pretty quickly. Also, no thing, just make sure you are aging them. You can now see this one is age 27 because of the Dilophosaurus, and it's doing it a lot quicker. And it does increase the stud radius and also the percentage chance. So make sure you age them. You can also try to get them rainbow if you guys can afford that. That is just going to make this strat even better. And now on to the last strat of today's video. We're going to be using a duplication strat. Now, there are actually many pets that duplicate within Grow a Garden. You've got the moon cats, you've got Stegosaurus, but the one that I'm going to be showing today is going to be my giant ants. So here you can see I have a giant ant army. They're all age 100. Some of them are very big and fat. This one is 71 kilograms. Which means it has a 17% chance harvested fruit duplicate and a 15% chance for candy type fruit. So if I actually had candy blossoms, that would be even better. I unfortunately don't. But if I had a candy blossom in my garden, there's basically over a 30% chance that it would duplicate. And that's just by using one giant ant. So let me place down even more giant ants. There we go. That's my giant ant army. They actually sound so cool, dude. Can you guys hear that? Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Okay, that's my giant ant army. Even if I look at the small ones, it still has a 12% chance and an 8% chance. The big one is just super duper OP. This one gives us a 17% chance. So let's see if this is going to work. I've actually never tested myself. Now, a bone blossom is the only prismatic plant within the game, so it shouldn't be likely that it duplicates, but let's see if this is going to work. Okay, it didn't work on that one. It might not work on any of them because, like I said, this is the rarest plant. When you do this strat, you don't want to use the rarest plants. When you're doing a duplication strategy, you want to use either divine plants or even mythicals. So within mythicals, a great one is the coconut seed. It's really, really easy to get within the seed shop. It also produces a lot of different coconuts. You can get somewhere around 12 or more coconuts per tree, I believe. I think they give somewhere around 4 points per coconut. And if you're able to duplicate them, well, do the maths. You're able to get a lot of different tranquil points. So let me keep trying on the bone blossom. I don't think it's going to work on this. No. Okay, on the bone blossom, this is a terrible strategy. In fact, I should definitely have less rare plants. Okay, let me see if I have any different plants. Okay, we've got some pepper seed, I guess. Let me try it with a pepper. So a pepper is still a divine plant as well. So if it works with a divine plant, then we're chilling. Okay, let's get down a master sprinkler. Oh, okay. These are growing out nicely, dude. Okay, here we go. I've managed to grow out my peppers. Because I don't have to grow all, I've had to use sprinklers. I'm too used to spending Robux on this game, guys. Send help. And let's see if this is going to work with the peppers. If it doesn't, we're going to have to go down to mythical or legendary items. So the pepper, is it divine? Is it going to duplicate? Please? Oh, there we go. Okay, that one duped. So that was a 1 in 4, I believe. Let's go for the gold one. Nope. Oh, God, rainbow one. Okay, that one duped. That was a 1 in 7. And that one duped. Okay, so out of all the peppers that we picked up, I think we picked up 12 or 14 in total. 3 of them duped. So it's somewhere around 25%, maybe 20% chance. It depends how good your luck is. And this is by using a divine. If we were to use a coconut tree, which I'm not going to get right now because they take 10,000 years to grow. Actually, what am I talking about? I could get a coconut tree. Should we test it on a coconut tree? Okay, I'm gonna... Okay. For you guys, I'm gonna test it on a coconut tree because I can use Triceratops to grow the coconut tree really quickly. The things I do for you guys. Just give me a subscribe as a thank you. That's all I'm asking for. Okay, let's grab a coconut seed. I can't, can I? I can't grab a coconut seed. Do I have any? Please tell me I have 1 coconut seed. I do. I do. I have 1 coconut seed. Oh, what a lifesaver. Thank you, Mr. Coconut. Okay, let's place him down. I'm gonna have to go back to the Triceratops strat. Okay, let's see if this is gonna work. They're starting to ram into my coconut tree. Yeah, you're going to the wrong one, buddy. This one. The tiny one is doing it. Go, tiny one! Yes! Okay, let's watch this thing grow. Okay, again, they're slowly. It's 14% grown. Okay, I'm gonna let them fully grow it, and then let's test out the duplication strat. This could take a little bit of time. And there we go. Okay, that actually didn't take too long. It literally took like 3 minutes. But we have our coconuts ready, and would you look at that? One of them is now turned tranquil. So this one right here is tranquil. Let's see if we can grab it. Okay, that didn't duplicate. Let's see how many it takes to duplicate. And just show you guys, yes, I've got my giant ant army placed back down. Okay, that one duplicated so far. 1 in 2 duplicates. Okay, that was a 1 in 3. We've got another one. So out of 6 that I picked up so far, 3 of them have duplicated. Okay, they're actually duplicating a lot, dude. What? Look at this. They're all duplicating. Wow, we're duplicating the rainbow one. Okay, this is actually OP. Look at this, dude. It's like an over 50% chance. Okay, now I'm not getting any. That one duplicated. Okay, so it's around a 50% chance if you have a full giant ant army. Can I grab these 2? Oh, yeah. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so it's a 50% chance. Basically, every 1 in 2 you pick pick up is going to duplicate. So just to show you how many of these I grabbed from that one tree, that is a lot, dude. And I'm pretty sure the rainbow one duplicated. Oh, it did. Look at that. It's the same one. Rainbow coconut, 63.01 kilograms. Rainbow coconut, 63.01 kilograms. Oh, that's a big one, dude. Wow, okay. So if you were to do that with coconuts, or I guess any other legendary type seed. Oh, coconut isn't even legendary, dude. It's a mythical. Okay, so you'd be able to do it with cactus. You'd be able to do it with dragon fruit. You'd be able to do it with mango. All of those would have the same percentage chance because they're all within the same rarity group. It's basically a 50% chance that you duplicate your stuff. So if you had a garden filled with coconut trees or any other mythical type plant, you would be able to harvest 1.5 times the amount of tranquil points out of your garden. That's honestly an insane method, especially for people that don't have as rare pets. Now, like I said, there are other duplicating pets. One of them is a Stegosaurus. This can also duplicate. And I don't have a mooncat, but mooncats can also duplicate. Red ants also duplicate. I also think squirrels duplicate, if I'm not wrong. And there might also be one more. You guys can figure that out for yourself, but make sure they have an army of duplicating pets. Get them all to age 100. You could even start to mutate them, try to get rainbow on a few of them. In fact, let's try that just out of curiosity. Oh, I can't skip it. I don't have Robux. I keep forgetting! Dude, being free to play sucks. By the way, that is all the strats that I'm going to show you today. There are definitely other ones that you guys can probably figure out for yourself. These are just some of the most overpowered ones that you can use to complete the Tranquil questline really, really quickly. I would say the best one is, of course, using a T-Rex because it spreads loads of mutations around your garden. However, they are pretty rare, so I don't expect you guys to have those. So just use any of the 5 that I've just shown you. Good luck out there, guys. Get as many of those seed packs and eggs as you possibly can. Subscribe for more, and with that, I'll catch you in the next video.